Hello guys, I recently changed the channel profile picture and I want to know if you like this more or the old one that cut off some of the profile. And if you don't like it, what can I do to make it better or more appealing to you the viewers? Leave your input in the comments below to help me out. I know everything about you, and I can prove it using my YouTube analytics. I know that you're most likely male, and almost certainly from the USA, as well as being 18 to 24. And also 99% of you aren't subscribed. If you find yourself hurt in a public place, direct your pleas to one person, not to the crowd. Otherwise, everyone will think, oh, somebody else will help them. Do not pull objects, knife, glass, splinter, etc. from a deep wound. They might be sealing or slowing flow from an artery, or they might cut an artery when you pull them out. Put pressure around such an object to slow bleeding till emergency responders take over. If your child goes missing in your home, first check any spots that would be dangerous for them to be, then check their common hiding spots. When crossing the street at night, turn on your phone's flashlight and point it toward oncoming traffic. Don't move someone injured unless there is an imminent danger to them. If you think you're being followed, turn right 4 times. Since you'll get to the same place, they shouldn't be following you anymore. If they do, you might be in trouble. Subscribe and like for more videos. Jesus, love one another people, but what if they are immigrants, or gay, or poor? Jesus, did I stutter? You lose grip on the iron rod plank, you find a great and spacious building calm. Hey, what's that crumbling noise? Panic. I bring a sort of peacemaker vibe to the world that the adversary don't really like. When someone gives a Mother's Day talk without mentioning the stripling warriors moms, I wasn't aware that was something a person could do. When the deacon who just passed you the sacrament starts sniffling. Most people when they are visited by an angel, Jacob is real. Teenagers in real life, teenagers in the Book of Mormon paintings. Mandela effects that mess with your mind. Looney Tunes was spelled Looney Tunes. The Flintstones are spelled with 2 T's, not 1. Curios George never had a tail, even though everyone remembers otherwise. Kit Kat does not have a hyphen, even though I remember it having one. C3PO was not all gold, he had a silver leg, though no one remembers that. There is no second F and double stuff. Pikachu never had, and black on his tail, just yellow. So tell me, did you know these? And now I say unto you, all you that are desirous to follow the voice of the good shepherd, come ye out from the wicked, and be ye separate, and touch not their unclean things. This verse advises those who wish to follow Jesus Christ, depicted as the good shepherd, to distance themselves from wickedness, and abstain from engaging in impure or sinful actions. It encourages a commitment to righteousness and a refusal to participate in unclean behaviors. Padme, are you alright? Yeah, I have the high ground. What a useful trick. 6-year-old me waiting for my mom to tell me to flip the pancakes. Sometimes I feel like running away, then I remember how much I hate running. When you are told to get out of the bed, but you don't feel like it. Me whenever someone knocks on the door, don't move. Maybe they will go away. Come to the dark side, we have cookies. I want cookies. Annie, you can't come in, why not? Because it's the master bedroom. Sometimes when I'm alone I think about the toys I got rid of when I was a kid. Today I messed up by somehow making my mom think my dog died instead of my dad. My dad passed away recently, and when I found out I went over to my mother's house to let her know. I met her in the kitchen and said bluntly, "Mom, Dad died." She immediately started crying and wailing, which surprised me, because they had been divorced for many years. I was hugging her and crying with her, and then I heard her say my dog's name. I was really stunned and confused by this and the emotion of the moment, and then she said it again. I cried out in exasperation, "Mom, do you think my dog died?" It turns out she did it, and we both couldn't believe it. When she finally understood my dad had passed, it was such a strange, funny, awkward moment. What are your immediate thoughts when you hear a guy refer to himself as an alpha male? That he's deeply insecure. Definitely hits women. Overly sensitive while unironically calling people snowflakes. Goes on rants about participation trophies. He probably drives a big pickup truck too. This guy's trying to convince himself more than us. Subscribe and like for more videos. 34% of adults sleep with a stuffed animal or other sentimental object. Are you one of these people? What do you sleep with? My twin sister died when I was 18. 10 years later I still sleep with her unicorn pillow pet. She gets a nice spot on the bed and I'd never be with someone who made me feel badly about having it. Only my girlfriend is trusted enough to give pillow pet a bath. Today I messed up by somehow making my mom think my dog died instead of my dad. My dad passed away recently, and when I found out I went over to my mother's house to let her know. I met her in the kitchen and said bluntly, "Mom, Dad died." She immediately started crying and wailing, which surprised me, because they had been divorced for many years. I was hugging her and crying with her, and then I heard her say my dog's name. I was really stunned and confused by this and the emotion of the moment, and then she said it again. I cried out in exasperation, "Mom, do you think my dog died?" It turns out she did it, and we both couldn't believe it. When she finally understood my dad had passed, it was such a strange, funny, awkward moment. What is a telltale sign that someone is a selfish person? They feel no remorse for how they've hurt others. Doesn't think they are wrong in the slightest bit. They can't shoulder any bit of responsibility. They don't remember the times people helped them, but remember clearly all the times they have helped others. Every bad thing you do to them is drama worthy. Best red flag you can catch early. These same people like to test people. If they always talk about themselves, complaining at work to co-workers doing your work for you while you complain. Shower thoughts. Using 0 to code females and 1 to code males makes sense anatomically. In the coming 50 years we need to figure out where to put 8 billion dead bodies. Dogs must really think we care about our toilets, given it's the only thing we mark as our territory multiple times throughout the day. We really don't know how healthy we are until we aren't anymore. Walking down a street at the same pace with a stranger is weirdly uncomfortable. Shower thoughts. There are prodigies that will never become prodigies because they never got the chance to do the thing they were to be great at. Pokemon is so popular because it depicts all the fun of having a pet without any of the inconveniences. Unless one can accurately predict the future, promises are illogical. There will be a point in your life where you'll have more past than future. Every number leads back to 0. Trees hate being in the shade. What is the most brutal insult you have ever received/given? My mom never treated my kids very well. Not bad, but she wasn't really very loving towards them. Mom and I were talking about my oldest, who was 18 at the time, and had been dating the same guy for a few years. Mom says, "So what's going on with daughter and boyfriend? Are they going to get married?" I say, "I don't know. I mean, it's possible." Mom says, "I just don't know that I'm ready to be a great grandmother." Well, you could always try being a good one first. Ballroom dancing was once used as a form of communication by spies during World War II, allowing them to gather information while appearing as ordinary dancers. The quick step, a lively ballroom dance, originated as a response to the faster-paced music of the 1920s, including ragtime and jazz. In the 19th century, a dance called the polka mazurka blended element of the polka and the mazurka, creating a unique and popular dance style. The Argentine tango emerged from the marginalized communities of Buenos Aires, combining European and African dance styles to become a passionate form of expression. Ballroom dance etiquette in the past involved gentlemen extending written dance cards to ladies, who would fill them with the names of their preferred dance partners for the evening. What big companies are overrated, and why? Brand name jewelry stores like Zales, Kay, and Jard. You can usually find better deals at local family-owned jewelry stores or just better stuff online in general. Blizzard. It's crazy how loved this company used to be and where they are now. Uber. The company burns through so much money, has never been profitable, has no moat, has a ton of competition, banned in some countries/cities, but still has a market cap of $80 billion. Subway. It's incredibly expensive for basically a thing of bread. They hardly fill their sandwiches anymore. Reddit. What were the best comebacks you've ever heard? The story of how my grandparents went on their first date has the greatest comeback ever. My grandpa was working a sub shop at the register. My grandma was in line. They've kind of met a few times in passing before, and she gets up to the register and my grandfather, attempting to hit on her, says, "How do you get through life looking so ugly?" And my grandma replies, "I don't know, but you've been doing it longer than I have." and they've been happily married ever since.